Increasing pressure as the nation's sleaze scandal continues. That's the latest feature story news. Chris Jones reporting.
Are you there, buddy? Because it looks kind of cold where you are.
It's freezing.
But the bells are probably nice.
Yes.
I'm guessing they're sleigh bells.
It's like a nice case of tinnitus.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Looking at 7:25, and this morning, for your maybe pleasure or displeasure, it's Alan and Milani. I like that. All right. We're missing one of our amigos, so yeah. And then I did something else. I think that was yesterday's news. I mean, I saved today's news, but
yeah.
That was yesterday's news. So
never hurts to hear it twice.
All right.
Oh no! We suck again.
At least I do. All right, since it didn't make sense to play the Three Amigos sound effect, I did come up with this for this morning.
Because I am a wild and crazy guy!
But then I thought, well, that doesn't work for Alan.
We are two wild and crazy guys!
All right, you did the dance. Oh,
yes, I did.
You do a good, original Steve Martin dance.
Yeah, well.
Those are classics, like when he got excited in the jerk, and he...
Stay away from those cans.
These cans are defective. Like, like me. I feel defective most days. That's why we probably identify with old original Steve Martin stuff.
Probably.
All right. So it's snowy where you are. Where exactly are you, Alan?
I am on top of the North Pole.
Oh, yes. And what prompted you to take a wintry background today?
Oh, it's because it's cold outside.
All right. Your account's name is Chewy. I think I brought that up before.
Yeah, and
okay.
I can't do the Chewy thing. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know how to change that.
Oh, I can do the Chewbacca sound effect, but it takes me like 3 or 4 tries, so I never do it on the radio till I get it. It's the first one that comes out. Sounds like I've been stabbed or something. It's not quite right. Or maybe like somebody else is being stabbed. I don't know.
Right? I don't know.
Somebody's getting hurt. That's all I can say. All right. Or somebody won't enjoy it. Weather. Let's see why Alan has a snowy background on YouTube and Facebook today. Well, it's because our high temperature today, just 36. Snow showers becoming steady and accumulating later on today. High of 36, light winds, light and variable. A chance of snow 80%. Did you see any coming down from the north there?
I did not, sir.
All right. Our resident Yeti. All right, snow accumulations, get this, less than 1 inch. Well, here in the valley.
Right.
Yeah, you people up in the mountains, all you can say is bah humbug. All right. Cloudy with snow tonight, low around 32, light winds, chance of snow 90%, snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches.
Yay.
All right. Then tomorrow, probably very melty. AM rain and snow mix. 80% chance of rain tomorrow. We got a few wet days here. Dries out with a slighter chance of precipitation over the weekend. Saturday, 37 and 29. Sunday, 40 and 25. But there are some slight chances of precipitation both days. Thank you.
You okay, buddy?
I can only say this, Alan.
Oh no! We suck again!
All right. So, what I'm trying to get at is during the nighttime on Saturday and Sunday, and maybe even Friday, there could be some slippery conditions on the roadways. So, if you're out in a boat, as they say in North Dakota, be careful. Go to boat.
A boat.
All right. Yeah, I just look at your picture, Alan, and it makes me feel burr because you don't have on a jacket. Yeah. You should have.
Maybe I should have chose a beach
and or a sunny, or not a sunny, a Santa beanie or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, work on it. That's your job, to work on it.
I'll try to find a Santa hat.
A Santa hat. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we are a week away from Thanksgiving. Are you having a big meal this year?
I
know you got a big family.
It's going to be kind of small this year.
Just kind of, because of what's going on? Just Everybody
Yep, kind of small.
laying low? All right.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
I actually like the stuffing the most.
That's mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yams, I brought this, a lot of people who listen to the show probably know it, don't even bring them close to me. I can't stand the smell actually turns my stomach.
Really?
Yeah. My mouth starts watering like I'm, right before you vomit.
That's like on my second favorite food list.
Oh, yeah, just the smell of
Not
it.
that, just the yams.
Just the yams. Vomit? I guess it did kind of sound like vomit was on your favorite food list. Well, Milani, we always knew you were part dog.
Yeah.
I just want to keep going with that, but it's vomit, so you shouldn't.
Yeah. No.
All right. I guess they got this stuff. It's Thanksgiving in a can, and it's technically dog food, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, but I want to try some, see what it tastes like. With it all mushed up together.
They sell whole chickens in a can.
Really?
Yep.
A whole chicken in a can.
Yeah, they're nasty.
It sounds there's something wrong with that. I know, whenever you eat like the chicken that comes in like a tuna fish can,
Yeah.
why does it taste like tuna fish? It's just supposed to say chicken on the can, but it still tastes like, yeah, I don't get it.
I don't understand.
All right, stay away from that stuff. That's all I'm saying. All right. I didn't get a chance to check news headlines, see if anything blew up.
No, I have not had the chance.
All right. A big storm could wall up U.S. just before Thanksgiving, something that's brewing out there. And it'd be central and eastern United States, so good for us. Bad for them. It seems like every Christmas the East Coast gets pummeled by some kind of, bad snowstorm.
Right.
All right. So somebody said to me and said, so you're thinking about living in Maine? That's the only state where the ocean actually freezes? Like, wow, yeah, it's kind of true, isn't it? All right. I'm going to skip that one. I saw a story, but, it's all negative. And let's just not do the negative news today. All right. Let's just be negative and pick on each other.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to bits and breaks. First one up is a nap like a pro. And I think I do this, but let's see what Alan has picked up off the internets.
Well, these are from Discover Magazine.
Okay, just as good as the internets.
Right. They have offered some tips. The first tip is keep it short. Most sleep experts recommend keeping a nap to 20 or 30 minutes. Beyond half an hour, you'll start dipping into later sleep stages.
And that can be kind of hard to wake up from. A lot of people complain about that, but I don't know. I feel like I sleep in shifts anyways.
I think we all do at a certain point.
Yeah, but I agree with that. Sometimes you can just sit back. I'm a person who can fall asleep in like 60 seconds.
Right.
So and sometimes just to fall back in the chair and set your phone for 20 minutes or whatever really gives you that get up and go that I really 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 need.
Right. It does. It helps.
Uh-huh.
It helps.
All right. What else you got?
Second one is mid-afternoon is best. Everyone
siesta.
experiences a lull in energy in the afternoon, usually after lunch. If you can, go with the flow and clock out for 20 minutes.
All right. I like those companies like, when the tech startups were really taking off and they had all sorts of lucrative deals for their employees. And I remember one of them was like, if you worked at Google, you got nap time. And I was like, oh, man.
Right.
That's so not fair. And
That
now
would be
it's
awesome.
And now it's like if you work at Google, you work 80 hours a week, but you get paid for 40.
And you get no nap time.
Yeah, no nap time for you. Well, I'm sorry. If I was to work a job, I would have to have guaranteed nap time. Because regardless, I'm falling
Right.
asleep.
Right.
Whether you approve or not.
That's right. That's right.
All right. I have never surprisingly nodded off on the show before, though.
I have.
I knew you were going to say that for some reason. All right.
Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I don't watch the shows. I get sleepy. Oh, that's horrible. All right. I
There's
love it.
another tip is
Okay.
prepare for your nap. Make your napping space as dark as possible.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That sounds creepy.
Sleep in the bat cave.
Turn your couch upside down and pretend it's a coffin.
We're going to make a tent.
I feel like camping. All right. The next one sounds like really confusing.
It kind of does.
Okay.
But it makes sense when you hear the whole thing.
Okay.
It says, try a caffeine nap. Drink 6 to 8 ounces of coffee just before settling in for a nap. The caffeine will hit your bloodstream right around the 30-minute mark when you should be waking up and gives an extra boost.
The problem is you wake up in that panic mode.
Right.
Where am I? Because you're all disoriented.
Yeah.
What happens sometimes when I do that, I wake up and I think it's the next day and I miss the morning show and I jump out of the chair and then I go, oh, yeah, it's 4 o'clock.
I've done that. It'll be like 7:30 at night. Oh, my gosh, I'm going to be late.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
I don't like that.
In college, I worked graveyards for at a hotel chain. And I would you have all your work done and you're trying to stay awake before, the 7 a.m. rolls around. And there were so many times you'd start to doze off and then the door had a bell on it, and so you'd hear the bell from the door and it just jolt you through the ceiling. I wasn't sleeping. Nope, I wasn't sleeping at all. Wide awake. All right.
Yeah.
And then
and finally, nap at work.
I like the sound of this.
If you're working at 70% capacity due to fatigue, taking a 20-minute nap and boosting your productivity to 90% makes you a more efficient worker. I'm going to have to try that.
All right. And you got one of those things, too, is you could kind of put your hat down and look like you're looking at something and nod right off at your desk and no one would know.
Right? That's happened before.
And just wake up and look really busy and surprised.
Not on purpose, but it's happened.
Did you see that guy driving around yesterday that looked just like me?
Yes, I did, sir. He wasn't a very kind gentleman.
He wasn't? I heard he made an obscene gesture toward you as he drove by.
He told me I was number one.
Oh, nice. I like that excuse, dude. You see a guy who was driving that truck looked just like me?
Yeah.
The look on your face, you were so surprised. You're like, oh, a customer. Wait a minute. He's waving at. Oh. The disappointment washed over you.
I even walked around from the corner of the building to watch the truck go down the street.
Oh, really? You wanted that truck, huh?
Yeah. I was getting scrappy.
All right. For people doing some traveling this Thanksgiving, I have some tips. These are foods that you cannot bring in a carry-on. Okay? Holiday leftovers. I was thinking of the yams. Holiday leftovers are allowed through airport security. Glad you asked, because the Transportation Security Administration has a list for you. Cheese, hard types like Jarlsberg. I've never heard of that before. Sharp
That's
cheddar.
Good stuff.
Emmental are good to go, but creamy cheeses that are spreadable like brie, burrata, another one I don't know, and they're treated like liquids, so you can only bring 3.4 ounces of those creamy cheeses in your carry-on.
Because, cheese is dangerous. Stay away from that cheese.
Could be a cheese bomb. I've heard of those before. You mainly hear them, though. You always see them.
Right, yeah.
All right, main course.
That was pretty cheesy.
Yeah, sorry, I had to go there. Main course meats. Whether you're lugging the main attraction to dinner or bringing home leftovers, meats and fish are allowed through airport security. You can even bring whole birds and live lobsters. What are not allowed in your carry-on are carving tools. Look at Scott brought his electric knife.
Not even a spork?
No. Later in today's show, though, we do have a spork story. Sort of.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, be ready. Let's see, mashed potatoes. Because your mashed potatoes are mashed up solids, you're allowed to bring them on the plane without checking them. This applies to other mashed starchy tubers like sweet potatoes and, yes, yams.
I like meat and French fried taters.
All right, this one's going to be really disappointing to you, Alan. Do not take gravy on the airplane. All right.
Man.
It is treated like liquid at all TSA checkpoints. This means you're only allowed to take 3.4 ounces of gravy, and that's not going to be enough. That is just not even going to begin to cover the mashed potatoes.
No, that's just a teaser.
all right. Also, it needs to fit in one sealed, clear, quart-sized zip-top bag, and one bag per person. Can you imagine if that opened in your luggage?
Now, that's why you hand it to other people to take on the plane for you.
Oh, slip it in their pocket. He's got too much gravy. Get tackled for having too much gravy. All right. Green bean casserole, same logic as the potatoes. Casseroles are solid, so they're TSA approved. All right. Can you imagine just whipping out a whole green bean casserole on your flight and just start chowing down?
That would be awesome.
And look at the person next to you and go, just enough for one. Sorry.
I'm allergic to airline food.
That'd be my second favorite Thanksgiving side dish there.
The green bean casserole?
Oh, yeah. It's stuffing, green bean casserole. Let's see. Stuffing. You can toss the stuffing packed Tupperware in your carry-on because that side is coming with you on board. Definitely. Yeah. Well, nice. Cranberry sauce. You need to pack foods like cranberry sauce, canned fruit, and vegetables because they're packed in liquid in a can. They're also typically larger than your liquid allotment allows, so you can't take those. A pie, worried about bringing dessert through security? Fear not. Even if your slice is jiggly or gel-like, it's fine to bring on board the plane.
Yeah, jiggly pie.
Okay, stop it. Whipped cream. Yes, that fluffy, silky topper your pie belongs in your checked luggage. You should be carrying it with you at all times. I would think that would be the most dangerous because it's compressed air.
Yeah, you would think.
Unless they're talking like the whipped cream in the Tupperware box.
And the one that you keep frozen?
Yeah. Do you keep it frozen? I like it nice and liquidy in the fridge.
Well, if you stick it in the freezer, you're good.
All right.
Yeah.
In fact, I usually eat it by itself and instead of putting it on stuff. Hey, this looks like ice cream, and it kind of tastes like it too. Wish I had some ice cream. I'll eat the Cool Whip.
Every once in a while, we'll get the stuff in the compressed can, and we give it as a little treat for the dogs.
Oh, do you shoot it in their mouth?
Yeah, no, we shoot it in a little cup and let them lick it out of the cup.
Oh.
They love it.
Yeah, is it safe for them, though? Or is it
I don't know.
Is it I don't know either. Or is it like chocolate?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
They've survived so far. Well, it's like the first time I heard that chocolate can kill a dog. And I was probably maybe 14 years old, and I thought about all the times I'd shared chocolate with my dog.
Yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, that whole dog's life, I was feeding that dog chocolate. He loved it.
Grapes are really bad for him, too.
Really?
Grapes, yeah.
Oh, all right. So there you go. Official warnings, new warnings. Right. And I was thinking, I wish they would have told me that when I was younger, that don't give chocolate to your dog. No one ever said that to me as a kid.
Right.
And you're out goofing around with the dog and eating a chocolate bar, and the dog always wants some. So I didn't know I didn't know any better, but I was like, and then I thought to myself, conspiracy theory, it's not true. Why?
Yeah, right.
Why? Because I've been feeding this dog lots of chocolate. He never kicked the bucket. Why don't they want dogs to enjoy chocolate? Just something doesn't seem right there either.
It's against Hershey's code of ethics.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. All right. I made that up.
I'm sure it's true, and I was probably just lucky, or maybe poodles handle it better. Yeah, I was an embarrassed child. That's right. My parents bought me a poodle, and my friends used to go, "That's your dog?" Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm allergic to all the other ones. Here, hold my puffer.
That makes me sad.
I was that kid.
That makes me sad, Scott.
Oh, it's okay. Look where I am now. Oh, wait a minute.
Now you have a cat. You got Mooch.
Yeah. I remember working at a radio station, and there was an old single, living by himself, curmudgeon engineer for the radio station. And with a cat. And I said, I'm not going to be that guy.
Oh, Scott.
And here I am, old single curmudgeon guy at a radio station with a cat.
No, you're not a curmudgeon.
No, I am too.
Okay, then.
Let me have my fun. Why are you always trying to take my fun, Alan? Stop it. I hate that guy. All right. Butter? Yes, butter?
Butter.
That's your next one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Do you know about the
Oh,
butter?
yeah.
Do you know about
Pop-Tarts.
butter on a Pop-Tart?
I haven't tried it.
is delicious. And
I've heard it's fabulous.
somebody shared this on social media that he was shocked by the number of people who couldn't believe I put butter on my Pop-Tarts. He says, seriously, you don't, and I'm not talking about the frosted ones. Oh, no, I've never done that. I imagine putting the butter on the frosted ones would just be, like, totally wrong.
You mean they make unfrosted Pop-Tarts?
Yes, and I think those are better with butter. I have put it on a frosted one, but I think it's better on just the total, like the plain strawberry. And on a rare occasion, like if you're in Spokane at a really big grocery store, you can find the plain blueberry. And those with the butter on them, absolutely to die for.
Wow.
So, have you heard, have you heard the song?
Butter on a Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
I think you played it once or twice.
Okay. Because hearing the song is almost as much fun as eating the Pop-Tart.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so frickin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was itching to fill up my belly with the piping hot jelly of the best damn treat in the world.
He's talking Pop-Tarts.
And I saw a stick of butter and it almost made me shudder and scream like a baby girl. I don't want a giant or a rocket trip to Venus. I don't want to win the lottery. I just want to squat and gobble till I'm dizzy and I wobble in a butterfruit and Joe Tart dream. So I put butter on a Pop-Tart. It was so freaking good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should.
Everybody, come along with us.
Come on,
Have
Al.
you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah. All right. Best thing about that song and why I love playing it over and over and over is because the first time I did it, somebody stuck their head in the door about an hour and a half after the morning show and said, "I hate you." And I said, "What?" And he said, "I cannot get the Pop-Tart song out of my head."
That is kind of an earworm.
It is. All right. You're
Yeah,
stuck with
yeah.
it now. All right. Let's see. I've got another one here for you. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. All right. Stupid workout ideas.
Because I'm always in danger of working out.
I'm always so worried about you that you might start.
It'd probably kill me.
And I want you to be safe if you do. All right, so-called health experts are out of touch with the average person's life. Reading an article that was reminding me again how I need to be getting 30 to 60 minutes of exercise every day. Come on, really? 60 minutes every day? Then it offered an alternative and sometimes fun ways to get that exercise. Here's what the article said. No jokes. A badminton burns up to 240 calories in an hour. Badminton. I'm supposed to set this up in my yard, get all my buddies over to play badminton?
Right? No thanks.
And like during COVID? Okay.
Well, at least you'd be social distancing.
Yeah, I'll try group ballet, see if that works.
Group ballet. I wondered if you were ever going to dig out that tutu again.
Yeah, once someday. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love that tutu. Dancing, speaking of tutus, burns up to 420 calories in an hour. 420.
Nice.
Yeah. And yes, it also causes severe injury to people standing around me.
Yes.
And then it looks really weird when someone sees you through the window and you're dancing and you're by yourself.
Right.
All right. Especially if you're a guy. I think that's probably okay if you see a girl dancing by herself. You're like, hey, woo, hey, hi. At least that's the way I am. But you see a guy dancing by himself and you're like, all right, creep, get off the dance floor. Come on. Not that I've done that before in a nightclub. But I have.
But I have. Yeah.
Downhill skiing burns up to 600 calories in an hour. Can't ski? How about downhill sledding? Does that burn anything?
I could do the sled.
Does downhill sledding burn calories just from fear?
Probably.
Like the first time I went down the cemetery road on a toboggan, I was like, man, if I come off the road, one of these headstones is really, really gonna hurt.
Right? Oh, my goodness.
But if I slam into a headstone, at least I'm in the right spot.
You won't have to travel far.
Just dig a hole and roll me in. All right, take the stairs instead of using elevators, unless you're in Chihuahua. We have no elevators. Might
Right.
be able to find some stairs, though. Going shopping, park the obvious one, park further away from the store and do a briskly walking in the parking lot. Don't do it at night, though. That's a great way to get mugged.
Yep.
Have your Christmas presents stolen, especially in Spokane.
Yeah. Up in these parts, I'm not so sure that that's a big deal.
But you never know. I've seen
True.
some
This is
strange
true.
stuff right here in Chewelah. You know, years before you moved to this town, one of my favorite Chewelah stories was they had like an armed robbery at one of the drugstores.
No way.
And how the cops caught them is they took the road to Valley, which wasn't a good idea. But I guess a farmer saw him coming down the road to Valley, and the cops chasing him, and he just put his combine in the middle of the road.
Nice.
Yeah. So tell that one to your prison friends.
Yeah, no kidding.
How'd you get busted? Well, there's this guy in a slow-moving combine, and
Smart farmer.
That's awesome. I like that kind of stuff. All right, I think there's some more goodies for you. Thanksgiving food. Tell us about it.
Some of what you indulge in on Thanksgiving Day has health benefits too. Pumpkin, it's remarkably healthy food packed with vitamin A and fiber.
We all
Okay.
need more fiber.
I'm not a fan of pumpkin.
No.
Roast turkey, it has tons of protein with practically no fat, and it's low in calories. Plus, it has niacin and vitamin B6.
Ooh.
I do like the turkey.
Yes.
Sweet potatoes, this is your favorite, Scott.
Oh, there can't be anything good in them, but there is, isn't there?
They have as much beta carotene as carrots, 50% of your daily requirement of vitamin C, as much potassium as a banana, and a good amount of fiber.
I hate you, sweet potatoes. Why do you have to be so good?
Have you ever had
For
sweet
me.
potato fries?
Yeah, I didn't like those either.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Just
cool.
can't-
It's cool they're orange, but that doesn't work for me.
Right. They're amazing.
Doesn't
a little bit of
taste
sea
orange.
salt on them.
Doesn't
Right.
taste orange
No,
at
it
all.
No.
Very deceiving. Very deceiving.
Oh.
All right.
Cranberry sauce. This contains a cancer-preventing compound.
I always carry a can in my pocket.
I love the stuff in the can. I don't even think it's real cranberry.
I
but
don't think
tastes
it is
great.
either. All right. It's some kind of jelly.
And figgy pudding.
Okay.
Figs are a good source of potassium, calcium, magnesium, and niacin, a nutritional gold mine.
I thought you said piggy pudding.
Piggy pudding?
Bacon flavored pudding. Hey.
That'd be awesome.
Hey.
I'm surprised that's not already out there.
All right. So how do you eat all that food and not feel guilty?
Wear sweatpants.
Okay. Well, that's the next one. Thanksgiving Day without the guilt. Carrying a 20-pound turkey from your car to the kitchen burns 25 calories.
Huh.
So you could just carry the back and forth.
Right?
All right. Baking an apple pie burns 114 calories. It looks like the ladies are going to get all the calorie burning.
Right?
Sorry. Tidying up the house for guests for 30 minutes burns 126 calories. I think my house would be a lot more.
A lot
To
more
get
than
it-
30 minutes?
Yeah, to get it clean and calories. Chopping, stirring, and cooking for 2 hours burns 360 calories. But then how much do you get back when you eat it?
Right? All of it?
All right. We're going to come up here in just a few minutes on today's trivia, and I'm so excited for a couple of your trivia questions. What childhood treat do you refuse to give up? What did you eat as a kid that you cannot resist?
You know, I wasn't a really big treat guy. But now, in my adulthood, I can't give up brownies.
Brownies. That's
Brownies.
kind of a standard, kind of boring answer.
No, I love brownies.
Brownies, huh?
Yes, sir.
I think for me it's a green apple Jolly Rancher or any flavor of Pez. I cannot pass.
Yeah?
It's like, Pez. Pez. I love Pez. I don't know why.
Well, you got a couple of Pez dispensers there in the studio, do you not?
Yeah, there was one you're not supposed to open, and I opened it and I ate the candy.
No self-control, Scott.
I have no self-control. It's like if they sold cigarettes in a thing that says break glass in case of emergency, there'd be shards of glass everywhere.
Right?
No
Yeah.
self-control. All right. Well, what other? Do you have any others that you might have just can't say no after you thought about it? After
Not really.
I said Pez, no. All right, some of the survey responses were gummy worms and gummy bears.
Gummy bears are good. I don't get those a lot, though.
Chocolate milk, I would say after the first gulp, it's like you can't have enough. But
Right.
But I have to think about it. Okay, hey, chocolate milk sounds good. But once you start drinking it, it's like you want to drink the whole half gallon.
Yes, you do.
It's like Lay's potato chips. All right, tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. All right, that's a pretty good one.
It is a pretty good one.
Kind of comfy, homey food. Ice cream sandwiches, hard to give up. I get that.
Right?
SpaghettiOs, not so much. Animal crackers, not so much. Cutting up hot dogs into your macaroni and cheese.
I haven't done that in so long.
And if you are a parent that does that for your kids, cuts up the hot dogs for macaroni and cheese, this sound effect's for you.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Yeah, it's a great food alternative for your kids. Healthy.
I think it qualifies as a comfort food.
It probably does, but it's not good for you at all.
Right.
All right, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, also not good for you at all, and I don't know why that would be actually made the survey list. I can't believe it. Like number 10. All right. I think you've got one left. Something about being how I can look like a psychopath?
Yes. So these are things that make you look like a psychopath, even though they're legal. One of them is using both hands to put on chapstick. That just looks silly no matter what you do.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. But,
Right.
But you picturing it, yeah, that'd be weird. All right.
Flying a kite at night.
I could imagine a cop, what are you doing? I'm flying a kite. What are you on?
Especially if you got a key dangling from it in a thunderstorm.
Oh, hey, I like that. I got, I guess I wasn't really pulled over. I was in a campground, and it was 3 a.m, and I was doing a radio show in my van. I was on the road, but I was still doing my show, and so I see the car, lights, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning in a campground. So I figured that's kind of odd. And I look in the mirror, and it's a cop. And now, he turns on his lights, and he's getting out of the car. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get harassed here. And I roll down the window, and he walks up with his flashlight, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I lean back so he can see the microphone and the computer and stuff that's on the seat. And I said, "Believe it or not, I'm doing a radio show right now." And he's like, "No way, really?" And he's like, "They're not gonna believe this back at the shop. I thought I was going to make a meth bust." And I was doing a show for the Virgin Islands, so it was like 3 a.m, that I'm doing this show.
Right.
So he thought something was amiss, but
Nice.
It surprised him, and what a cool drop in for my show.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hold on a minute, I'm getting busted right now. I'm standing still, but I'm getting pulled over.
Nice.
All right, enough stories. What else you got?
Having carpet in your kitchen or bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
Standing next to someone at a urinal, even when there's an open one at the opposite end of the row.
Why are you standing beside me?
Happens more often than we would like to admit.
I'm just, and especially during COVID, I don't even take that chance. I'm going to the stall.
Right?
You know, especially if you're in, most of the places around here, public bathroom, it's going to be smaller, and there's probably only 2 urinals. So if someone else wants, for a guy, you have to be next to each other. Women, you have no clue about this.
Right.
And I'm just, I'll just take the stall. Forget that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah. All right. I like the next one.
Yeah, you've done this, haven't you?
Yes.
Wearing a wedding gown to someone else's wedding.
And the key, if you're going to do that like I did, is to show up drunk.
Yeah. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yep. Okay.
Working out in a suit. I rented a
three-piece suit.
tuxedo for that. Eating a banana with the skin on.
Can you do that?
I don't know. Does that actually get
That's
done?
a thing? Oh, we're going to have to look on TikTok.
I don't know.
Because we're older and out of touch. We don't know if it's a thing or not.
Right? I have no idea what the trends are now. I'm just glad that whole Tide Pod thing passed.
Quickly. Or did it pass painfully?
I don't know.
I'm
This
thinking,
too shall
I'm thinking
pass.
if you eat a Tide Pod, it's slow and painful.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Casually eating a stick of butter during a business meeting.
Just keep slicing off cubes. And then about 15 minutes later, you raise your hand and say, "Can I be excused to go to the bathroom?" I think I ate
I'm
too
a big
much
fan
butter.
of butter, but I can't imagine doing that. One of the politicians in our country bit into a hot dog sideways and in the middle like a sandwich.
He never had one before. He was so rich,
Oh.
probably.
Probably.
What type of food thy this be? Okay.
Another thing that makes you look like a psychopath is writing an S from the bottom up.
Dun, dun, dun.
And finally, eating the crust of the pizza first.
No, we will not have that. Say
No.
it isn't so. That's
No.
disgusting. What is wrong with those people?
That's horrible.
All right. 7 types of handshakes. These are really important to a guy with arthritis. Okay.
This will be fun.
All right. First one, the bone crusher. Stop trying to prove your superiority by putting everyone's hand in a cast. You got the guys there? Give you the big man shake. I call that the man shake.
The man shake?
The man shake.
I like a good firm handshake.
Yeah, yeah. But what about the man shake where they like really squeeze it? Like they're like challenging it right there to like a fight.
Right?
Squeeze- yeah.
I don't give them the benefit. I hide my tears.
Me too. The misfire, your fingers don't come together like they should, but you stick it out anyway to avoid looking awkward.
The misfire.
And I added one to this list. I call it the hesitation, where someone holds your hand and you start to give it to them, then you go, "Oh yeah, it's COVID." No, knuckles.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, pass.
Give me the elbow.
That's what we call that. We'll call that the pass handshake, where you start and then you go, "Oh yeah, I can't."
The pass.
The politician, those who shake hands with both hands, trying to sell you something. I always try that with the ladies, so they either know I'm sincere or creepy.
Right? Yeah, that could go either way.
Either way, it does. The limp one, the dead fish. Hello, is anyone there?
Oh, man,
Echo,
I hate
echo, echo. Well, I've got arthritis, so if I am forget and put my hand out there, you don't get a firm one. It's probably like a dead fish.
that. How about when they just grab your fingertips? Oh, I hate that. It drives me bonkers.
Is that usually a lady handshake though, or do you get that? You ever get it?
It can go both ways. It can go both ways.
I didn't
Yeah.
know it went both ways. Wow. I guess it can. You're right. All right, next.
These are all you, buddy.
Oh, the never let go. After 2 seconds, we're considered married in some Asian nations.
Those are a little awkward.
Yeah. Can I have my hand back now? All right. The close shaker. They really wanted a hug, but they're going just for the handshake. But they got really close.
Right?
And then I used to work with a guy like this that always wanted to shake your hands. Sweaty McSweaterson.
Sweaty McSweaterson. I
Yeah.
think I've met him.
His hands were always wet, and it's like, did you just come out of the bathroom? No, I sweat a lot. Well, then why are you shaking my hand?
At least give it the courtesy wipe on your pants.
Yeah, it's like a second pair of armpits, but they're in his palms.
Ew.
True story. True story. It's Sweaty McSweaterson. That wasn't his name, but it is a true story. All right, I'm sorry. Let's see. I think you're all done. Wow.
I think so, sir.
All right. We're kind of muddling through because we're missing our third amigo. I do have, though, what I think about in the shower. All right. Saved a few of these.
Nice.
If you fail a history school class and retake it, it's literally history repeating itself. Alan, were you ever held back?
In the second grade, I think it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we had moved from Michigan to Tucson, Arizona, like halfway through the school year.
Oh, so
So,
that's your
yeah.
excuse anyways.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I was
And
going to
I'm
make a
sticking
joke,
to
but
it.
now that you actually have been held back, that would be really inappropriate and insensitive of me.
No, that's all right. Say it.
No, it's okay. I can't.
All right. I gave you permission.
That's all right.
You have free reign.
All right. This next one's going to hurt your brain. Bubblegum and birthday cake are flavors, but bubblegum and birthday cake can be any flavor.
Huh.
It's true. It's true. There are no standard bubblegum flavors. Well, this is bubblegum flavor.
Huh.
Uh-huh. True.
Works for me.
All right. There are probably thousands of fossils we'll never find because some idiot put a building on top of them.
True story.
Mm-hmm. It's really a shame we can't brag about our unique passwords.
Are any of them truly unique?
Anybody that I pay money to monthly, their password has the word sucks in it somewhere.
Nice.
I just do that. That's, I probably shared too much right now. All right. Social media is weird. You're showing people all the things that you're doing that you didn't invite them to, and then you're asking them to like it. I didn't like you enough to invite you to my birthday party, but here's a picture of me at my birthday party.
Right? Yeah, that's kind of sad.
It is. All right. In real life, we need elementary school math more than we need high school math.
I would say that is accurate.
Accurate. Very accurate. In real life, I could do that again. People won't spend 99 cents to buy an app that will provide hours of entertainment without complaining, but they'll spend $15 to watch a 2-hour movie.
True.
And this one, me personally, as I told you, my favorite candy, Jolly Ranchers, boneless lollipops.
Boneless lollipops.
Boneless lollipops.
Nice.
All right. I got a big challenge for you today. We call it trivia. You up for it?
Yeah, why not?
All right. All by his lonesome. Oh, man. If we could afford one of those fancy radio phone systems, we could just, let somebody phone in and challenge you. But then we'd need a call screener so we didn't get some idiot on the radio.
Right.
Like us. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we don't need to screen the calls.
Somebody that actually knows something?
Yes.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Oh, today it's just Alan Maloney.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately. All right, so I'm going to have some extra time to drink coffee while Alan thinks.
You'll probably have all day to drink coffee now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, there are about 10 trillion of these, Alan, in the United States. They're alive. 10 trillion, and they're alive. They're alive.
10 trillion in the United States.
I hate them.
Birds?
Wow, I think you really overshot on that.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
10 trillion. They're small and annoying. It's a dead giveaway.
Gnomes? Garden gnomes?
Hey. Watch it.
That had nothing to do with you.
Oh, okay.
You're taller than a gnome.
Barely.
But
I'm actually surprised king of the gnomes. 'Cause I'm the biggest. And I got the curliest shoes.
Okay. With bells.
With bells. Mosquitoes. We're looking for mosquitoes. Things that bite me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
About 1 in 6 of us have this for breakfast or with breakfast. It's not good for you.
Coffee?
No, coffee's good for you. I said it's not good for you.
Bacon?
Oh, that's a good guess. 1 in 6 of us have this for breakfast, and it's a liquid.
It's a liquid.
And it's not good for you. And it's not beer.
Like coffee creamer?
No, has nothing to do with coffee.
Huh.
Just get coffee out of your mind. Coffee is gold.
Syrup.
Syrup. Could I have a glass of syrup? No, it's not for my pancakes.
It can't be milk or orange juice. What else would you have with breakfast?
How about Coca-Cola?
For breakfast?
Yes, soda. Soda for breakfast.
Wow.
I did that a few times when I was a kid.
Maybe if you were at Denny's or something.
I was left unattended a lot of the time. Mom and Dad ain't here. I wonder what it tastes like if I put the Coca-Cola on the rice checks.
Tell me you didn't try that.
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, some fizzy rice checks.
Fizzy rice checks. That's bad. All right, how about some stats on men and women? I'm going to give you a statistic. You tell me if it's the opposite sex's statistic is higher or lower. For example, 47% of women say they wish they could eat chocolate every day. Do more or less men wish they could eat chocolate every day?
I'm going to say less.
It's 10%. That is less. 78% of men say they'd rather have mediocre relations with a woman who is relationship material than amazing relations with a woman who is not relationship material. Is that stat for women higher or lower?
Let's say higher.
It is. It's 82% for women to say the same thing. That say the same thing.
Wow.
All right. Way high. Well, not way higher, not much. All right, at the gym, 62% of men look at themselves in the mirror. Is the stat for women higher or lower?
I'm going to say higher.
It's lower. 55% of women check themselves out.
Is it really?
Yeah, men are more vain when it comes to muscles, I guess.
Huh.
Probably.
Interesting.
Well, and then they're all jacked up on steroids. Isn't anybody that goes to the gym jacked up on steroids? Don't you have to be jacked up on steroids to go to the gym?
A lot of the ones I've seen. I'm pretty sure that's a prerequisite.
Yeah, I'd have to be jacked up on steroids to want to go to a gym.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not blaming anybody else, just me.
Right.
All right. 50% of women say they'd choose chocolate over sex. Is that stat higher or lower for men?
Well, that's going to be lower for men.
20%.
Yeah.
I thought I was expecting like 2. What? Chocolate? No, thank you. First? Yeah.
What are my choices?
Yeah. Can I have the chocolate first? 42% of men say women who can cook ranks high on the list. Is that stat higher or lower for women?
I think it's going to be higher.
It is. 57% of women love a man who could cook. All right. Oh, you're doing pretty good, Milani. Surprise, surprise. No, I'm kidding. You
Only
always
on
do
the
it.
stats.
You do. No, you do pretty good all the time. What did the homesick alien get drunk on in the 1982 hit film E.T.?
Was it milk?
No. It wasn't alcohol. What was the alcohol? He actually drank alcohol. What did he drink?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Tequila or vodka?
No, it was Coors beer. Coors beer.
Coors beer.
Coors beer.
Is that really alcohol, though?
I
Don't
call
get
it.
me wrong.
I call it blank water.
Blank water?
Blank
Yeah.
water. All right. This happened more often during the presidency of Benjamin Harrison, 1889 to 1893, than any other. So it happened more often during the presidency of Benjamin Harrison from 1889 to 1893, more than any other. What event was happening?
Oh.
I'd say so. He racked up more of these during his presidency than any presidency before him.
I have no idea.
That's a tough one. There was 6 of them total that came aboard during his presidency. New states. North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Washington, Idaho, and Wyoming all joined the Union during his presidency.
Nice.
All right. In a survey, men chose the 20 skills all guys should possess. Number 1 is fix a toilet. What's number 2?
Using a measuring tape?
No, sir. That's just your career.
Auto mechanics?
No, sir.
Did that even make the list?
No, sir. Well, I only see 1, 2, and 3. 1 is fix a toilet. 2 is navigate a
Not
map.
clue. Okay.
And number 3, what do you think number 3 is? It's a household chore.
Take out the garbage.
No, laundry. How to do
Laundry.
laundry popular. Survey. Men chose 20 skills all guys should possess. Number 1 was fix a toilet. 2 was navigate a map. And 3 was do laundry properly.
Our machine has way too many dials and buttons.
Yeah, I know. I did a load of laundry at my mom's house, and she's got a brand new one, and it was like, this is like the Starship Enterprise, which, by the way, I wore my communicator today.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Let's see. I got a riddle for you. How's this?
Sure.
Forwards, I'm heavy. Backwards, I'm not. What am I? Forwards, I'm heavy.
I'm heavy.
Backwards, I'm not. What am I?
Huh.
The answer,
A ton.
yes.
Nice.
Good job. I was going to just say
Thank
the
you.
answer was in the question.
Nice.
Wow. Good deductive skills. You know, I noticed you do a little better at those deductive trivia questions like that. And that means you've got a good mind. You can deduce things.
Well, I don't know that it's a good mind.
No. Sure it is. Whatever Brenda tells you, it's not true.
My brain is like a diesel. It takes a little while to warm it up.
Yeah. And then there's that other problem you have.
Oh, please make the voices stop!
You're supposed to keep that a secret.
Ooh, oops. Humans eat 1.5 million tons of this each year.
Sugar.
Comes out of the ocean.
Oh, salt?
No. That's a good guess, but no. But I was thinking of sitting down trying to eat all that at once. I don't know why.
This comes out of the ocean.
It's alive. We eat 1.5 million tons of it each year. One of my favorite foods.
Fish?
No, looking for crabs.
Crabs.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a good food.
I'm really curious because the cat likes spiders. I keep saying this. I want to start eating spiders, but I just haven't worked up the nerve yet. I want to know if they taste like crab.
Are you going to do it live, or are you going to do it and make sure it's dead?
That could be like a YouTube event, maybe a fundraiser. How many spiders will Scott eat?
Eat a live spider?
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that to raise funds. I could do that to raise funds for the radio station. I'd eat some spiders. I don't know if anybody show up and watch, but I'd do it. Just saying.
Right.
All right. 36,000 of these are produced every minute. It's a toy. 36,000 of these. Yeah, it's a toy.
Barbies?
No, you usually get a bunch of them in a package when you get them.
Legos.
Legos is right. 36,000 Legos made every minute.
Wow.
If you're like the average person, it'll take you 32 seconds to do what? This is in your car.
Put your seatbelt on?
32 seconds? Really?
I don't know. If you time it from when I actually get into the car until I actually buckle it, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one. Unless you're really, really big. And you've got to dig for that buckle. I know it's back there somewhere. Sorry. I've done it. Yeah. What?
I have no idea.
32 seconds to do this. It's in a car. It's a driving skill.
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea.
How to pull out of a parking space.
32 seconds.
32 seconds.
Huh.
Well, because you could have to back out, and there's traffic, and you got to weave around, that kind of stuff.
True. Yeah.
Average person will eat 11,113 of these candies in a lifetime, and they're small.
Jolly Ranchers.
No, a little too big.
A little too big. So smaller than a Jolly Rancher.
And you'll eat over 11,000 in your lifetime. That's a lot.
Pez.
Why are you just picking my favorite candies?
Tic Tacs?
No, but you need one. No.
Thanks, buddy.
M&M's.
M&M's.
M&M's. All right. That's all I'm punishing.
I think
that's plenty.
I've probably exceeded that.
That's plenty. It's plenty. It's more than enough. It's more than anyone should have to endure from Scott. So, congratulations. You know what? You are today's winner.
Yay!
All right, we'll be back in a little bit. We got local birthdays, odd news, and more as we wrap up the show for a Thursday. Snow on the way, 8:17 right now. It is KCHW Chewelah.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs, including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast for November the 18th, 2021. I'm Mike Clifford. At this week's World Congress on Justice with Children, Illinois experts and researchers shared ways the U.S. could work to get back in step with international norms.
The UN Convention on the Rights of a Child 30 years ago adopted the standard that it's important to set a minimum age of criminal responsibility, meaning kids younger than a certain age cannot be arrested and referred to the justice system. Lisa Jacobs, who manages Loyola University's Center for Criminal Justice Research, Policy, and Practice, says in Illinois and 21 other states, there is no minimum age, and in some others, it's lower than the internationally agreed-upon 14.
The impact, the very real and lifelong impact of interactions with these legal systems, starting with policing and arrest, it really highlights the urgency with which we must approach setting minimum ages and raising the ages where they are set currently too low.
Jacob says there are profound racial disparities in the data of arrests of young children. Black people make up less than 15% of Illinois' population, but 60 to 62% of arrested children aged 10 to 13 are Black. I'm Lily Wolke reporting.
Meantime, on the East Coast this month, New York Governor Kathy Hochul signed a bill into law that advocates say gives young people who are caught up in the criminal justice system a second chance.
The legislation expands eligibility for youthful offender status, which seals the records of adolescents who are prosecuted in adult criminal court prior to turning 19 years old. Under the new law, New Yorkers who were eligible but previously denied youthful offender status can reapply to have their records sealed 5 years after completing their sentence. Julia Davis of Children's Defense Fund New York says it's a relief for people who made mistakes when they were young.
We see young people making choices that they wouldn't make when they were older. And so giving folks the ability to say, I'm not really the same person I was when I was 17 or 18 years old, gives them the ability to not only sort of have success in their own life, but to contribute to that success of their neighborhood, their family, and their community.
The youthful offender status law is an expansion on the 2017 passage of legislation that increased the minimum age for which adolescents could be charged with most crimes as an adult to 18 years old. New York previously was one of 2 remaining states that charged 16-year-olds as adults in all cases. I'm Emily Scott.
Now from the New York Times, a bitterly divided House of Representatives voted narrowly Wednesday to censure Representative Paul Gosar, the Republican of Arizona, for posting an animated video that depicted him killing a Democratic congresswoman and assaulting President Biden. The vote was 223 to 207, with just 2 Republicans, Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger of Illinois, joining Democrats in favor. This is PNS. All eyes are on Douglas County, Colorado, and the school district's incoming board after a federal judge found its optional mask mandate out of step with the American with Disabilities Act.
Students with disabilities in Douglas County won some time after a federal judge ruled last week that a new health order making mask wearing optional in school would put students at risk of irreparable harm. But with a new conservative-leaning school board set to take over at the end of the month, that reprieve could be short-lived. David Monroe with Disability Law Colorado says if the new board decides to embrace the health order, students and families would be back at square one.
What's at stake here is the right for especially students with disabilities to have a right to get the same public education every other child does, but to get that education in an atmosphere which is safe to them, does not compromise or jeopardize their health.
Families of students with disabilities and the Douglas County School District took the county's new health department to court, arguing that making masks optional was a violation of the 1990 Americans with Disabilities Act. I'm Eric Galatis.
Utility bills in southwest Georgia are crushing low-income residents. That's according to a new report called People Over Profit. We get more on the story from Suzanne Potter for Soundbite Source.
Utility bills in southwest Georgia are crushing low-income residents, according to a new report called People Over Profit, the Campaign for Utilities Justice in Albany. Researchers from the nonprofit 9 to 5 found that many families pay between $500 and $1,000 a month on their light bill. Kiana Jackson with Black Voters Matter says the city is locked into a decades-long contract with the Municipal Electric Authority of Georgia that charges the same amount regardless of how many people live there.
This current census, we just lost another 10,000 people. We're still going to have to pay for that same amount of power. And so the rates will go up for the citizens that are here.
Finally, Eric Tegetthoff tells us that Idaho's first large-scale solar battery from Tesla has been installed by the Nez Perce tribe.
The Tesla Megapack is about the size of a shipping container and will store energy from solar panels to power the Lapwai wastewater treatment plant. Josh Powell is head of the company Revolusun, the company that brought the Tesla Megapack to the Nez Perce. He says the battery reduces the tribe's dependence on hydropower dams in the region, which stand in the way of salmon populations.
So it gives the community a lot more resilience. Native American lands, the grid is the weakest on their lands. So it's a natural place to create that support.
Powell says there have been arguments. Solar is only possible for higher income folks, but he says that has not been his experience. This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service. We are member and listener supported, heard on radio stations big and small, and find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW is online at kchw.org. Listen to the live stream, find out about station events, memberships, local weather, and volunteering. You're listening to KCHW 102.7.
Are you with me, Mr. Milani?
I am with you, sir.
I almost forgot you're up at the North Pole.
Yes, I am.
I think everybody, like on TV, that does like shows should always have a fake background behind them. Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7, 825 now, part 2. You got Alan and Milani. We are short one of our amigos, but we still are this. No. Okay, hold on. I got to fix everything.
Oh, no! We suck again!
All right, we're this.
We are two wild and crazy guys!
Do your dance! You do that really well. I don't know, if you're not watching the camera, you missed out today because Milani's got the Steve Martin dance down all the way.
Rather animated.
Yes, it is. You're good at that. I think you should do that all the time. Every time you sell carpet, you should do that. Thank you. You'd get a reputation really fast.
Right.
All right, let's start off this section as we usually do with our local birthdays. Just one today. Brian Burya having a birthday, and then an anniversary for Ken and Amy Kirsch. So big round of applause all the way around. Know them and love them. See them around the roads. See them anywhere in town. Point and laugh. Tell them we talked about them on the radio. But never tell them what we said.
Ever.
Part of the deal. It's part of the new deal. All right, I get a new deal. How about some celebrity birthdays from Mr. Ellen Milani?
Today we have Linda Evans from Dynasty. She turned 79.
I thought she'd be a lot older.
I would have thought she'd been a little older, too.
I mean, that sounds wrong, but that show's really old.
Wasn't that show on the air for like 79 years?
Yeah, and I thought she was kind of older when she did the show.
They had a long run.
Yeah. All right. 79. Okay.
Jameson Parker from Simon & Simon is 74.
I always liked that guy because he was really short.
Right? Yeah.
They had to hire short stuntmen. And when they had bad guys that they had to, like, fight, they had to hire short people to fight so it didn't look odd.
Did you still have to look up to him?
I did.
Sorry, buddy.
No. There were no gnome episodes, so I wasn't invited.
Delroy Lindo from The Good Fight turned 69 today. Comedian Kevin Nealon turned 68.
He is tall. Speaking
Is he
of short
tall?
people. Oh, my gosh, that guy's tall. Oh, yeah.
Now, was he on Saturday Night Live?
He was. He was as the news anchor for years. So.
Yes. Oscar Nunez from The Office is 63. Elizabeth Perkins is 61. Owen Wilson is 53. Mike X from Next Friday is 51. I love those movies.
What movies?
The Next Friday.
Oh, never seen it.
There was Friday, Next Friday, and then Friday After Next.
That sounds like my kind of movie, actually.
Yeah, they're funny.
Okay.
They're funny. Peter Wilson from La Femme Nikita is 51. Chloe Sevigny from Big Love is 47.
How did you know how to say that name?
It just happens.
Wow. All right, you're impressive.
Nate Parker from Birth of a Nation is 42. And designer Christian Soriano from Project Runway is 36.
All right. On to history for the 18th of November. I had to look, make sure I was going to say the right day. Yeah. I sleep too much. I wonder where I am all the time. Especially with COVID. It's like I wake up and I go, COVID's still going on? I'm going back to bed. And one day,
a solid game plan.
Yeah, and one day I'm going to wake up and it's going to be over, I think.
We hope.
We hope. It happened today. We're going to start off way back in 1307, and when, according to legend, using a bow and arrow, William Tell shot an apple off his son's head. 1307. Today's the day. Alan, you're up next. No, I'm with the bow and arrow.
No.
You pick up the apple, I'll get the bow and arrow.
Not going to happen.
Oh, come on. You don't trust my eyesight?
It's not that I don't trust you, Scott. It's I don't trust you.
Yeah, I've got one good eye. Come on. 1928, Steamboat Willie, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon, premiered at the Colony Theater in New York. 1928. On this day in 63, the first phone with push buttons went into service in Pennsylvania. Beep, beep, beep. All right. 1991, Susan Ferreira of Laura Valley in France became a grandmother at age 49. She had her first child at age 16. Then her daughter gave birth at 17 and the granddaughter at 15. So she was able to rack up that many early.
Wow.
No, it was France. 1995, officials in France admitted they had to change the locks on 300 cell doors because someone lost the master key at the prison.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Crazy.
On to 99. I'm not doing that one. It's death and dismemberment. 2003, 57-year-old Florida woman recovered from a stroke to find she had a British accent. Experts diagnosed Judy Roberts as suffering from foreign accent syndrome, one of less than 20 cases reported worldwide in 80 years. Is this a real thing?
And I had no idea that could happen.
I don't want to have a stroke, but maybe a blow to the head or something. I could start talking Klingon.
I can arrange that.
Oh. Now I'm worried.
I can't, really.
Okay. But your name's Milani.
Yeah, but I don't have that kind of pull.
All right. I still think you're on the witness protection program. 2011, the video game Minecraft was released. I guess that's a big deal. I've never played it.
I haven't either.
I'm still using the Wii. I'm old. All right. 2020, Michael Jordan was named Sexiest Man Alive by People magazine. I missed it by one.
Million.
1 vote away. 1 million votes. Okay. 1 trillion votes away.
Nice.
Special events from Alan Milani because he's special.
That's what my mom always told me.
I know. She called.
Please
make the voices stop!
Today is the Great American Smokeout.
Oh, Alan, you on board? I already started.
I
already started this morning. I already started.
Yep,
So,
I should participate.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Guinness World Record Day.
At least I'm gonna knock you down and take your cigarettes.
I don't think you can catch me.
World Record Day. That would be a world record if I could catch somebody running.
Right.
Little man with littlest legs wins race.
He was so fast.
They were just going.
Start calling you Flash.
Yeah.
Today's Use Less Stuff Day.
I can do that.
It's Push Button Phone Day.
Oh, yeah, we already covered that, didn't we?
We did.
Uh-huh.
It's Mickey Mouse Day.
Because his first cartoon came out today.
And it's Apple Cider Day.
Because if we don't do something, all those apples are going to go to waste.
That's right.
Wow. All these make incredible sense. All right. Number for the day is 4. This is the number of times the average person flushes a toilet.
Yeah. Rookie numbers.
What have you been eating? Those are rookie numbers. That's just wrong. I can always count on you for the wrong. Thank you so much.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. News from the department we like to call News and Nuggets. I've done some online casino games on my phone, so I didn't know you could actually legally gamble online now. You say it's a thing?
Yeah. I believe, now don't mark my word on it, but there's rumor that they have made that legal now.
Because I know people would do it, but you'd be like playing on out of country websites and that kind of stuff.
Right.
All right, so Pennsylvania slots player filed a lawsuit against the manufacturer of an on-game slots game after it refused to pay her out a $100,000 jackpot caused by they have it in quotations, a bug. More than a dozen other players logged similar complaints against the same company, claiming that they won far more than what the company was willing to pay out. Lisa Peluso alleges that she was refused to pay out of a $100,000 jackpot by Las Vegas-based American Gaming Systems. She says she is an experienced online playing and was shocked when AGS officials, including the company president, told her they weren't going to pay her, even when she showed them the screenshot that said she made a $100,000 jackpot. Peluso said she was told that she had won while playing on her phone in New Jersey on October 2nd. AGS reportedly told New Jersey regulators that a bug in the system triggered the wrong symbols to appear on the players' screens, leading them to believe they'd won larger amounts than they were entitled to. Isn't that convenient? All right, Alan, what do you got? What do you got in the news?
Apparently there's a dog selling its villa.
You mean like a bad guy or like an actual dog?
No, like an actual dog.
Okay.
A German Shepherd is selling his Miami mansion. Gunther, technically Gunther V, inherited his vast fortune, including the 8-bedroom waterfront home once owned by Madonna, from his grandfather, Gunther IV. This is what the handlers who manage the estate say. The Tuscan-style villa with views of Biscayne Bay went on sale Wednesday for $31.75 million, a whopping markup from the purchase 2 decades ago from the pop star for $7.5 million.
So a dog owns the house.
Yep.
You'd want to keep that dog alive at all costs, and you'd want to make sure he has puppies, right?
Absolutely. Wow. And apparently this house is passed down through the dog's lineage, and it dates back decades to when Gunther III inherited it. So this is a rather spoiled dog. A chef cooks his breakfast each morning made of the finest meat, fresh vegetables, and rice. Sometimes he enjoys caviar, but there's never any kibble in sight. He travels by private jet, works on obedience skills daily with his trainer, and sleeps in a lavish round red velvet bed overlooking the bay.
Wow. I want to be a dog.
Right.
All right.
Carla Riccitelli is one of Gunther's main caretakers and is on board that manages the trust, now worth almost $500 million, deciding when to buy and sell real estate. The group has even purchased sports teams, including a men's soccer team and a women's swimming team. And yes, Gunther played on the field and attended the meets.
So we've actually, in our country, have this dog that owns a mansion and some teams, sports teams?
Soccer teams.
All right. I wonder if they let him vote,
I don't know.
By bark or something, whether he approves or not.
Right.
All right. Some of us will do anything, including me, to avoid gift wrapping. Worst part about the holidays isn't the music, it's the gift wrapping. I would go for that. I hate the gift wrapping. Survey identified the worst part of the holiday season as gift wrapping and wrapping gifts, according to 52% of the respondents. Nearly as many as 51 hate the task so much they prefer having a professional wrap their gifts and will do anything to avoid wrapping. Half will go out of their way only to buy easy-to-wrap gifts. I do the bag thing. Some bags, some frilly paper on the top, stuff it in there. All right, happy artist gifts to gift wrap include bicycles.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
Duh. Gym equipment, balls, guitars, candles. And let's see, more than half, 59%, can tell what something is and who it is from based on how it's been wrapped. Yeah.
Nice.
This is definitely from Scott. Definitely. All right, I want to know about this new apple we can chow down on.
Absolutely. A new apple variety starting to be grown in New Zealand is destined for the export market. Next Generation Apples, a collaboration between 2 growers, owns the global licensing rights for the new apple called Sassy. Described as crunchy and firm with sweetness and attitude, brilliant red skin, and zing. Sassy was developed from Jazz, Fuji, and Pacific Rose apples. Small volumes of the apple are being grown now and will initially be exported for sale in China and Vietnam.
Huh. All right. Well, I've never had a Jazz Apple or a Pacific Rose, but I know the Fuji's are good.
Fuji's are good. I like the Granny Smiths.
That's my favorite. I think that makes the best like a homemade applesauce. I think Granny Smith.
Absolutely.
All right. Maryland man said a lucky feeling inspired him to do a U-turn and return to a gas station to buy a lottery ticket. 60-year-old Maryland lottery official. The 60-year-old told a Maryland lottery official he stopped at a gas station to fill up his tank and had originally intended to visit a different store to buy some lottery scratch-off tickets. The man said he had a strong feeling while leaving the gas station that led him to do a U-turn and return to that store to buy his tickets. He selected 5 scratchers, and the first 4 were non-winners. Fifth ticket, $2 million top prize. Follow your gut feeling. Wow.
Good intuition.
Wow. So I think I'm going to give you the plumber story.
All right, then.
I never heard of Brown Friday, but I want to know more.
Yeah, me either. Black Friday might get the hype, but there's a certain sector of the working force prepping for something else. Brown Friday. The day after Thanksgiving is usually the busiest day of the year for plumbing and drain service providers, according to Roto-Rooter. There are several factors that contribute to the issue. Large gatherings, meal preparation, and kitchen cleanup overload sinks and disposals, while post-meal waste loads up toilets and sewers, creating lots of work for plumbers. Many Thanksgiving hosts also have overnight guests who take showers, baths, flush toilets, and might even do a laundry load or two. This had led companies to dub the day Brown Friday due to the amount of sewage and wastewater they deal with.
I've been swimming in raw sewage. I love
it. Gives me my own individual odor.
Odor. What a great way to start the holidays. All right, let's wrap up here and go on to, let's do the last of these next 2, and then we'll head for odd news. British gymnast broke a Guinness World Record when he did a backflip between 2 horizontal bars with a distance of, get this, 19 feet, 8.2 inches. Ashley Watson, a professional gymnast and YouTube star, previously held the same record with a distance of 19 feet, 3.1 inches. So, he beat her, by 5.1 inches. But that's crazy.
That seems like a really scary thing to try.
Like if you mess that up, does your neck snap?
Man, or something.
Wow. And then I just want to hear this one because it's about Jeff Bezos getting booed.
Sure. Jeff Bezos somehow managed to become the villain of a fancy fundraising gala in Los Angeles over the weekend, even after donating $500,000 to the cause. The Amazon and Blue Origin boss and his girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, went to the A-lister studded baby-to-baby event Saturday night, and his presence, or at least the presence of his wallet, was very much felt. But we're told he wasn't warmly welcomed by the glittering crowd. An insider says everyone was waiting for him to donate something, but he didn't. And then a little later, he donated $500,000. There was an audible groan from the room. It may seem an ungracious reaction considering he did drop $500,000 until you consider that Bezos is estimated to make around $142,667 per minute. So he, in theory, made more in the 5 minutes he spent pretending to eat the chicken that he donated the whole night.
Ooh. Yeah, and a lot of people look at it as the space race between our 3 billionaires as a waste of money. I think it's important because we're destroying our planet. We need to go somewhere else someday. Or at least we're going to need some more resources and pilfer another planet. So space becomes very important. And watching NASA, man, they can't even make a rocket from the 60s and get back to the moon. So it's going to take these billion. It's going to take commercial money to I think to really take space to the next level. So I think it's a good thing. But I think people look at that and go, "Wow, he dumps all this money into taking people into space, and he only donates pennies to this." So I can see why people kind of bug it. But I think that's important what him and the other 3 billionaires are doing.
Now, are they sharing their technology so they can advance it quicker?
I don't know if they're sharing their technology, but they have worked together as to what each one's focus is going to be. Like one of them, and I don't remember who's. One of them is tourism. One of them is more mining and satellites and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one's support for the other two and the ISS space station.
Nice.
So they're doing some kind of planning. Whether they're working together, I don't know. But they've obviously coordinated the directions that they're going in. So,
well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I think it's going to take us further and quicker than we've ever gone before. I mean, they're all already launching their ships and bringing them back to Earth and showing that they can do it without them blowing up. So they're doing much better than NASA has. I mean, I love NASA and I love its thing, but I think it's always been underfunded. Underfunded, that's the word I was looking for. Underfunded by the government. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think this will spur advancement much quicker.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And then there's all sorts of crazy technology out there that's really, hasn't had enough testing, like solar sails and all kinds of stuff. So I think we've got a lot of great things to come out of space travel and space industry if we can keep our own orbit clean from the garbage that's up there, which is already turning into a huge problem. And now you've got Elon Musk launching hundreds of satellites.
Right.
so
right.
It's a mess up there.
So the ISS had a scare the other day. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, a little bit. Go ahead, though.
China decided they were going to blow up one of their own satellites up there, one that they didn't use anymore. And they didn't tell anybody and make sure the trajectories were all okay or anything. They just went ahead and did it and blew it up. So the ISS was a little afraid that they were going to get hit by debris from the satellite.
I heard they all went into pods, but then I heard it was Russia, not China. So
it could have been Russia.
Okay.
It could have been Russia. I might have that wrong.
Yeah. China, Russia, same thing to our government.
Same thing.
Wow. Yep, we went there. All right, let's do that thing we do and wrap up the show so you can get off to work. You have to work today?
Fair enough. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, man, you got to work that wife a little more and get her in there.
Right.
She probably doesn't like that.
She comes in on Tuesdays.
She comes in on Tuesdays. All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Here we go. It's a news attack. First part's true. Second part, bad joke. Poorly written bad jokes. And Alan, will you kick it off?
I will. The QAnon shaman, one of the most famous insurrectionists from the January 6th Capitol, is going to prison for 41 months. Which raises a question, with no internet, how's he going to get Q's new product emails like the spring collection of Q candles?
Shaped like little guns.
Shaped like little guns.
Apple will begin allowing customers to repair their own products. Considering most Americans don't know how to refill the washer fluid on the cars, do we really want to be trusted with replacing a cracked screen on our phones?
Probably not.
I always wondered if I can do that, so if you'd be able to do that. And I had an okay phone, and whether I wanted to have it sent off professionally, get a new phone, or try to repair the cracked screen by myself. So I took it apart and quickly realized there's no way I'm replacing my own screen. But I'm so glad I did.
Buy a new phone anyway.
Yeah, but I was so good I used a practice phone to try.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
All right, Apple will begin allowing customers. Oh, I said that. It's your turn.
Yes, yes, you did.
Oh, no, I suck again.
Thanksgiving is a week away. The family's made all the arrangements to get together, and we've decided who's bringing what for dinner, ordered a big enough turkey, and contacted the UN to request a peacekeeping force.
All right. It's going to be a big deal, I guess.
We're coming to your house, Scott.
Ooh. We're going to be really cramped up. And not from the food. A study says a typical Thanksgiving dinner only goes 64% as planned. Goes from 90% to 64% when the first relative arrives. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Usually grandma. No, just kidding.
Usually grandma.
Just kidding, grandma.
In California, a bear wandered into a 7-Eleven.
More on this later.
And he was immediately offered a $20 an hour job with a $500 signing bonus.
You can't get anybody to work here.
Hey, boo-boo, let's get a slushie.
Fashion experts say the holiday is the worst time for keeping clothes clean. Thanks to all the extra special meal-focused events, we're more likely to spill wine and, well, gravy on our nice shirt or dress. Gravy. I had myself at gravy. All right, here's the tip. If you get a gravy stain on your tablecloth, don't throw it away. Soak the whole tablecloth in gravy, let it dry, and then it's like brand new again. It works great for ties, too. I'm just going to dip my whole tie in the gravy bowl.
Right?
Yeah, go all the way.
Do it.
Okay.
A thief in a Poland store. A thief in Poland. A thief in a Poland?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. A thief in Poland stole a hearse with a body in it. Oh. Well, some people just hate to be alone during the holidays.
I know. It's COVID, right?
It's COVID.
We'll even take a cold body. Oh, man.
Bring out your dead.
Thanksgiving's coming and my diet is in a tailspin. You know it's time to go on a diet when you call the Butterball hotline for a stuffing recipe using Snickers bars.
Snickers.
And where do I put those Snickers bars?
Well, in the stuffing, of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you had to put it in the bird. Chocolate turkey. Is that a thing? It's going to be
I
a
don't
thing.
know. I'm going to look it up later.
All right. We're doing chocolate turkey this year. Huh?
Nice.
Yeah, it's okay, though, because we're going to, broil it in that thing. In the oil cooker. Yeah.
The oil cooker.
Yeah. What do you call that? Oh, the deep fryer. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, on to wacky but true. Here's a woman who used a plastic fork to fend off a sword-wielding attacker. Huh. I must have been one scary woman because I'm not afraid of a spork. Woman in Scotland managed to fight off a sword-wielding attacker at a fast food restaurant armed with her plastic spork. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, I wish there was more information on that because how does that actually work? Right?
I don't know.
I know. I'd turn to the guy and hold out the spork and say,
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Yes.
Maybe he had a sporkophobia?
Yes. Oh, this one time. If you got to use it, make sure you put it in and break it off.
Nice.
That's what I do.
So, moving on to Russia. A mushroom picker lost in the woods at night used his phone to dial rescuers. He was able to describe his surroundings and then used the light of his phone to lead rescuers right to him.
Help me!
Nice.
First officer on the scene.
Sounds like you've been snacking on some of the local mushrooms.
Follow the light. Okay. That's you.
Yeah. Oh, that's me again?
Yeah, no. Did you, what?
Oh. I think we've lost all control, Scott.
We've lost our control. Okay, you want me to do it? A Pennsylvania gas station briefly closed after the only person working walked off the job. They left a note saying customers treat our employees horribly. Well, it's COVID. You asked me to wear a mask. Of course I'm going to go off on you. The Get-Go convenience store got gone. This store in Moon Township, roughly 15 miles west of Pittsburgh, was unstaffed for about an hour on Tuesday morning. A worker walked off around 6 a.m., leaving behind just a note that said, closed because the people of Moon Township treat our employees horribly. And the staff ran off. Gas station reopened around 7 a.m. Company said the team member remains with the company and we're working with her to learn as much as possible about the situation and to offer any support needed. Okay. When they told her she gets to keep her job.
You got a lot of nerve, honey.
I don't want my job. You get to keep your job.
What?
What?
We're going to make it much better for you to work here.
Loved. You never loved anybody but yourself.
There you go. There you go, Moon Township. All right, now I think it's really your turn.
All righty. A parolee from Hope, Arkansas, was arrested on felony charges after he was allegedly caught naked inside a boat that had reportedly been stolen and vandalized. Preston Klein Leonard, a felon on parole, was taken into custody and charged with theft of property over $25,000 and punishable by up to 20 years in prison.
Wow. You got a lot.
Teach you to be naked on a boat.
Wow. Just for being naked? Well, I guess it's the stealing and vandalizing.
Right. That's probably part of it.
Still seems a little excessive to me. You know, then I was thinking, what am I trying to find a sound effect for that story? Naked guy on a boat. How do you find a sound effect for that?
I don't think you do.
I struggled. So I went here.
Wow! 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 All I can say is wow!
And then I thought, what kind of guy do you find naked on a yacht?
I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
That works, doesn't it?
That would be true.
All right. See, I pushed through it and I worked it out.
Right.
All right. Now whose turn is it?
It's you, sir.
I can't keep up today.
Although this is my hometown.
All right, Tucson? All right.
Tucson.
Coming
Yep.
out of a Tucson, Arizona is a story that warrants a facepalm and a sigh. Police deployed spike strips to stop a high-speed chase, but ended up disabling 7 wrong cars in the process. You would have think after the first car drove by, they would have drug him off the road. No, bad guy's coming. Huh. All right, drivers are out hundreds for the tow and even more for new tires. So they're just racking up cars on the side. Just pull over here. Sorry.
Nice.
They are trying to get reimbursed by the police department. They don't know how it's going to go. Wouldn't you be surprised you're just cruising down the highway and all of a sudden all 4 tires go?
Right, yeah, that'd be a bummer.
And there's probably cars sliding around the freeway, too.
More than likely.
And then they probably added insult to injury. So you lost control of your car. I'm going to have to write you a ticket.
I am what I am, and I do what I do. If you guys make shoelaces, some lay sod, others make a very good living neutering animals. I'm a cop.
Sorry, I had to play that. All right. You get to do the bear again. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
You know, I just noticed, Scott, that on our live feed, it says we'll be right back.
Oh, I never took it off.
Are we gone?
No, yeah. Unfortunately, we've been here the whole time. There we go. We'll be right back.
We're here.
Yay. Thank you so much, Alan. All right. So how many times have I had to play that today?
I don't know.
This is like 4 so far. That was just
Something
one
like that.
more in a comedy of errors.
Oh, no! We suck again!
And now it gets backed up by this one.
Surprise! Surprise!
Nice.
Yeah. Just another Thursday here. All right. Now, a bear in a 7-Eleven.
An employee at a 7-Eleven store in California captured video when a curious bear pushed open the door to the store and stepped inside. An employee at a 7-Eleven store in Olympic Valley, California, spotted a bear rooting through the store's trash and went inside to call 911. Video shows the employee shouting at the bear to leave as it stands in the doorway and uses its nose to trigger an automatic hand sanitizer dispenser. Emergency responders arrived on the scene and used rubber bullets to scare the bear away.
Aww.
The animal returned a few hours later to dig through the trash again.
All right. And the big question is, why, again, was the bear at the 7-Eleven?
Hey, boo-boo, let's go get a Slurpee.
That's kind of mean they shot him with rubber bullets. And it doesn't work. He just came back.
Right.
I don't know. That would be like you shoot him with rubber bullets and he turns on you.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
I don't know.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
All right, because those bears are getting smarter. That's all I'm saying. Firefighters in Turkey didn't have anything better to do, so they rescued a cat that was wandering around with a metal pet food can stuck over its head. This happened to me once. Firefighters initially were unable to pull the can from the feline's head and had to use the tools to cut through the can. The cat, which did not appear to be injured, ran off after being freed from the can. And what did I say? Like all cats will do.
Right.
You
It's a
saved me.
cat.
Yeah, you saved me. See ya. I am out of here.
Thanks, bye.
All right. And the one thing you always have to do when you free the cat?
I have to go rub a cat's butt.
All right. And if you don't like cats.
The only good cat is a stir-fried cat.
And if you didn't like our show.
Stop it! The both of you, you're so full of it!
There you go. I think I covered all the bases. Besides the most important one.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Yeah, all right. There you go.
At least we're aware of it.
At least we're aware of it. It's, you don't have to tell us anymore. Stop. All right, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, what's the day today? It is Thursday. We will have some Motown music for you at 6 o'clock. Our live shows are on hiatus due to some COVID things, but we will have the Motown music for you tonight, beginning at 6 o'clock. And then at 9, it's the Psychedelic Era with The Hermit. It comes up right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. Don't forget, in your mailbox, you may have got a membership renewal notice. I think yours is still on the table. Alan, I didn't want to mail it to you. All right.
Nice.
All right. And if you can, please support public radio by renewing that membership. We also have musical Christmas cards available again this year. If you would like one for your business or your family, they are $125, and that money goes to help our 2022 music licensing fees, which will be a little over $4,000 this year. So we can use the help if you can spare the dimes. Other than that, I'm Scott.
I'm Alan.
And we want you to keep on listening to KCHW 102.7. I saved this for you for one more, okay? Hold on. This is our outro.
I will love you always. I will love you as my queen and as the wife of my best friend. And while you live, I will love no other.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Love you always as my queen, wife of my best friend. And bye. Say goodbye, Alan.
Bye, Alan.
You have made me very angry. Very angry indeed.
What? You got a lot of nerve, honey.
Sounds like you've been snacking on some of the local mushrooms.
We are the wild and crazy guys.
I've been swimming in raw sewage. I love it.
It's 9:01.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Loon Lake, Clayton.